Did the Seattle Mariners do enough this offseason? I feel like that's one of the biggest questions that everyone's asking. A lot of Mariners fans have been complaining about not getting enough in this offseason, or Jerry's not doing enough to help build this team this offseason, while others are kind of understanding the long-term journey. I'm someone that's a little in between. I'm not 100% sure if I feel like we did enough to really compete with the likes of the Houston Astros, for example, a team that we struggled to get past. Actually got beat pretty badly, 3 games straight. I know there was Robbie Ray coming in the 9th. Was a bad choice game 1. I was at that game. I was devastated. But that's not the point here. The point is we are not at the Astros level, and a lot of people don't know if we did enough to get to the Astros level this offseason. But if you look at the totality of what was done so far, I do think we've done quite the good job. I'm not saying it's enough, but we've done quite a great job this offseason, and it might not be over. Before you continue, I'm Sami on Tap. I'm one of the 2 brothers on this podcast, and this is just one of my videos talking about the Seattle Mariners. Like, subscribe, and share it for a friend. It really helps this page grow. So if you want more Mariners or Seahawks or Seattle sports content, hit that like button and subscribe. Now, shockingly, ESPN just came out with their best lineups, and they ranked the Mariners at 7th. It's been a while since you probably could look at a lineup and say the Mariners have a top 10 lineup in baseball, but they believe with the moves we made this year, they're actually a team that's in the top 10 lineups in baseball. And when you break it down, it's not wrong. Now, they have our worst trait as contact, which seems like a bad worst trait to have. It's like, what's the worst trait? Hitting the baseball? Okay, well, that's what the point of baseball is. But the best traits are speed, long ball, gap to gap, and patience. Now let's break down what happened with this roster in the offseason. A lot happened. Losing Mitch Haniger, Jesse Winker, Adam Frazier, Carlos Santana, Kyle Lewis, and a lot of other pieces have been moved around. But we did pick up some decent pieces. Obviously, bringing in Teoscar, I don't know how to say it exactly yet, Hernandez, AJ Pollock, and Colton Wong. Those are some solid pieces to add to the lineup, especially Hernandez and Wong. I really love having there. And this is where they have the lineup on ESPN for us. They have Julio Rodriguez leading off at center. You know what it is. I can't even say a word there. Maybe the MVP this year. Ty France batting second, first base. Eugenio Suarez batting third at third base. Teoscar Hernandez, right field, batting fourth. Colton Wong at second base, batting fifth. Of course, Cal Raleigh, catcher, batting sixth. J.P. Crawford batting seventh at shortstop. AJ Pollock, DH, batting eighth. And at ninth, left field, Jarred Kelenic. And if Kelenic, this is a big piece, if he can figure out to get this much better, 10, 15% better, I think his whole confidence changes. The Mariners' confidence in him changes. And the entire outlook of what could happen here changes. Because he is kind of that piece. We needed Kyle Lewis or him and one or another piece somewhere to really pan out. We got Julio. It panned out. It worked. No complaints. Pitching, we got guys who panned out. It worked. No complaints. But you can't have only one of those hitting prospects really pan out. Now, Cal Raleigh, you could say he's kind of panned out, but he wasn't one of those, Kelenic, Lewis, Julio, Ford type of, guys we thought were going to pan out. We've had a lot of the failures, a lot of the Dustin Ackleys and Justin Smokes and Mike Zuninos. We need 2 guys to hit at least. Julio hit, and if Kelenic can hit and get a little bit better this year, we have 2 good prospects. A lot of big pieces you've picked up through trades, including Crawford, France, Suarez, Hernandez, Wong. This whole thing can come to fruition. I love seeing them at that 7 spot by ESPN because his lineup is much better than people are giving it credit for. Now, the big thing is, and the big question was, do we need to make any other moves? I think the answer is yes, and I don't know what that answer is exactly, but one more move seems like it's fitting. I don't know how I feel about Pollock at the DH every single day, and I don't know how I feel about Kelenic if he doesn't play good enough in left field every day. I feel like we can use that, rotation guy. It would have been really great to have a guy like Jesse Winker if he had, not been, seemed like he was a clubhouse problem. But if a Jesse Winker who could fill in at DH in left field and kind of switch in with Kelenic, or the Adam Frazier type of guy, or Mitch Haniger, the guys we gave up. But it's okay. If we get one more utility guy, I think this line is pretty set. We obviously need to fill out that bench, but the pitching rotation's great, and the batting's pretty decent. If ESPN has you ranked as the seventh best lineup in baseball, there's not much to complain about. I'm not saying it's perfect, but there's not much to complain about. And I don't have too much to complain about. Utility guy, and let's see where the Mariners can take this. I'll be at spring training. Are you guys going to be there? I'm in Phoenix right now, so anyone that's going to be there, hit me up in the comments or message me at Sammy on Tap somewhere on social media, all platforms, and let's talk some baseball. We'll be back soon. We do Seattle stuff on this page, Mariners, Seahawks, whatever you want. And please like and subscribe. Peace.